welcome back to another Supernatural review. This is season 3, episode 14, Long Distance Call. If you're new here, I'm doing like a recap and review. Every single episode is Supernatural, so let's get into it. I had no idea what this episode was. And not gonna lie, like there's episodes I obviously like can't really remember that much. Like it just doesn't come to mind, but then when I start watching the episode or like see what the episode's about, I'm like, oh yeah, like I remember like there's this episode, like I can't recall everything that happened, but I remember this episode, yeah. This is the first time I was like, I have no idea what this episode is. Like I've seen this episode before, and like obviously I have, yeah, like I've seen this episode before, but I was just like, I do not recall anything with this episode. I don't remember this episode at all. And honestly, like, yes, it wasn't that good of an episode. Yes, it wasn't the greatest, but like there's definitely worse Supernatural episodes, so it's kind of crazy. Like this is the one that escaped my mind. And this is the first time this has happened where I really like don't remember an episode like in the slightest. And it's crazy that it happened in season 3, and especially like when we just had like these really good episodes, like maybe like having those 3 really good episodes together, and like the next episode is just like this, like maybe that's why like I don't remember it, because I was like, okay, like this episode's like basically nothing compared to the other episodes. I don't even think it's like, maybe it's top 5 worst episodes of season 3. I don't even know, but it just like, it's like, how did I not remember this episode? Anywho, I'm interested to see if this ever happens in the future when watching Supernatural, that I just like completely don't recall an episode in the slightest. So I guess we'll see. Seems like this episode's gonna be about ghosts, but it actually is not ghosts. It's another monster we haven't seen before, and it's kind of interesting because this one, like, it needs people to die. It was called Chaka, something like that, I don't even remember, but it needed people to die, and then it would like feed on their soul. So it's kind of interesting, like the feeding of souls we haven't really seen before. I think what it is and what it never should be, like it was kind of feeding on Dean and like people's soul, whatever that monster was, but this is a little bit different because it has to be dead. And so it's kind of interesting that it can like mimic the voice of someone you love, I think it was, to try to get you to come and die. And so it's kind of smart that they like did it with like the people that has like family members that have died, because I don't know if it necessarily has to be someone who dies. I think it's just someone you love or something, and so like it's smart to do in that way. So I guess like concept of like someone who is dead and like calling you is like a cool concept that they probably like were thinking of. Like someone probably pitched it and they were like, okay, how do we do it? And so I think it like is a cool concept, but I think maybe because it actually isn't like their family member calling them, like I think maybe that's where it's cut short, because like that's not the truth. Like I think it made sense, I guess, that like the dad would call them, and it's kind of interesting how Dean changes up. And that's also crazy too, because they're like even if it was like really like, you know, their family member who's dead calling them, they're all like way too casual about it. Like they're like, yeah, dad called me, like Dean even hide it from Sam, where it's something like I think I would have like try to hide it from my brother if like my dad was calling, because like he wasn't calling Sam, he was calling Dean, you know. Obviously like that makes a little bit more for the character, but they were just like also like way too casual about it, and so that's probably why this episode didn't work. And then kind of like Dean fighting that guy, like it's just like it feels weird because it's like it's not a bad guy, so it just like doesn't feel right. And then it's kind of crazy how like Sam was able to win in the end. Like they're just that luck, like that doesn't, you know, just that luck that like it doesn't always happen, I guess. I think it kind of also was like, you know, Dean's like terrified about dying, and that was kind of like more revealed this episode. And you know, that's why he was like kind of willing to do whatever his dad said, you know, to try to like not die, I guess. I don't even know what his dad was saying, but a part of me wishes like it was actually the ghosts, like it actually was their dead families. I feel like the episode would have made more sense, but I don't know. There's also this thing where it's like Thomas Jefferson's phone or something was in the city, but that had no relation, which is kind of dumb that they like then like looked into it when it like ended up having no relation. You know, like the woman on the tour was kind of funny, so I don't know if they were just trying to add like more funniness to the episode, because this was definitely like a miss of an episode, but it not necessarily was like bad. It just like there was nothing good enough about it. I don't know, I feel like in the future they are able to communicate with the dead, so I don't even know. But anyway, I'm gonna end it here because I don't really much else to say, but it was an episode that if you're feeling like me, like I don't remember this episode, like you're not alone. So thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and bye.